What's going on YouTube? Captain Redbeard back on the Division 2, and today I want to show you the skill build, the most common skill build that I've seen in the groups and stuff that a lot of people are using, but this is how I have it put together, and I just wanted to give you a look at it and see how I'm using it, so let's get into it. So starting at the top, I'm using the gunner specialization on that. I'm using that so I can get the 10% armor on kill, just a little bit for survivability. If you wanted to, you could run the technician specialization for a skill tier, and if you have one of these, you can roll another weapon damage core on the core attribute there, the main one, and it works pretty well. But that's just how I have it, and seems to do pretty well because, just to point out, I'm using perfect combined arms as the talent on this. Shooting an enemy increases the total skill damage by 30%. Well, the gunner, while I'm popping out of cover, obviously taking some damage, when my skills are killing the enemies, NPCs, it's giving me a little bit of that armor back. So I have it like that, it works well. Primary weapon I'm using is the capacitor. Expertise is 28. Assault rifle damage, damage to armor, and damage to target out of cover is maxed out. And the talent's capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gains 7.5% weapon damage. Love using the capacitor on just about every skill build. I do use the test subject as well, but for this build, I got the capacitor. For my backup, I'm using the surge. Proficient, but I didn't put any expertise on this. Rifle damage, critical hit damage, damage to target out of cover is maxed out. And the talent's perfect spike. Headshots grant plus 25% skill damage for 15 seconds. And my sidearm's a TDI card custom. Pistol damage when drawn gives you a skill tier. I'm not really using it for that. Talents in sync. Hitting an enemy grants plus 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants plus 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. So those are the weapons that I am using. For the gear pieces here, as you can see, I got 2-piece Empress, 3-piece Hanayu, starting with the mask. Brand set bonuses for the 2-piece, I'm getting plus 10% skill health and plus 10% skill damage. Core attribute is skill tier. I have skill damage, skill haste with a skill haste mod. For the knee pads, same thing, I have core attribute is skill tier, skill haste, and skill damage. Now for the Hanayu backpack, all 3 brand set bonuses I'm getting, plus 10% skill haste, plus 10% skill damage, and plus 15% weapon damage. Core attributes skill tier, minor attributes skill damage, skill haste with a skill haste mod. And like I said before, talent's perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increases the total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. For the gloves, skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. And here's where a piece I would change if I could find it. So the chest piece, we have a skill tier, we got skill damage, repair skills. I wish that was skill haste, I just didn't get this piece to drop like that. So unfortunately that's the way I'm running it, but it still works good enough. If you have one with the skill haste, it just improves it that much more. But I got glass cannon on there for the talent. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%. All damage you take is amplified by 50%. Again, another reason I'm using that gunner, so on all the kills I'm getting a little bit of the armor. I know I'm only at 726 for the armor. 10%'s not very much, but it's better than nothing, and honestly these skills do so much damage and shredding. It gets me back pretty good if I get close to being killed. And for the holster, I am using the Waveform. Comes with core attribute skill tier. We got skill damage, skill haste. I have no expertise on any of these pieces, as you can see. The talent is alternating current. Generate a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills every second, capping at 10 stacks. After 10 stacks, at the cap, the stacks transfer to your other skill. So it basically just makes the assault turret stronger, and then it just kind of alternates, goes back and forth to the striker drone, assault turret, and it's really fun. The process then repeats forever. striker drone, 28 expertise on that. And the assault turret, 28 expertise on that. Now, since it's a skill build, the stats, you know, they're kind of weak. Crit chance is only 22, crit damage 75. There's not really much to look at here. Defensive here, we have 726 armor. Get a little bit of pulse resistance. I mean, there's not really much to go on here. It is a skill build, and that's just the way it goes. And I'm just using the riot foam grenade. Doesn't really matter, you know, down there. You could use concussion, whatever. EMP if you have your technician. It's all good. But that's the build. That's how I use it. It's a lot of fun. A little bit of gameplay for you so you can check it out. There's a whole bunch of ways to put skill builds together. This is just the way that I enjoy playing with this one. The modifiers that I have on make it just that much better. So I am using Assault Link. Your firearms attribute is set to tier 5. For the duration of the ability, you gain plus 5% weapon damage for every non-red core equipped. Attributes are frozen and bonuses are multiplied by 4. Passive modifier values are multiplied by 2. On activation, allies within 25 meters are granted a boost to their firearm score, and the modifier duration is increased by 3 seconds for each ally nearby. Once the effect ends, all attribute scores go back to their baseline values. Duration 25 seconds, cooldown 60 seconds. I am using hands-on passive modifier. While at electronics tier 5, 50% of your current skill haste value is added as a skill damage bonus. Multitasker, while at tier 5 in all attributes, receives 7.5% weapon damage, plus 85,000 max armor, and 1 skill tier. And the final one is tech upgrades. While at least tier 3 in both firearms and electronics, your skill duration is increased by 25% of your current critical hit damage value. So this just kind of makes it a little bit more evil. Makes the skills hit that much harder. It's really fun. Check it out. So there it is. Want to get into some gameplay? If you like this video, hit that like, subscribe. Help me support my channel. I stopped making videos for a while, but I think I'm going to do a bit more. We'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.